What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Gabe Sheree. Everything doesn't have to be synchronized. When it comes to electronic music, I find that there's a lot of synchronization. You know, synthesizers are usually clocked to each other a lot of the time so that the arpeggios and the delays and things like that sync together. Or you might sync to like a clock on your DAW, not thinking about that as much, and then going more by feel can be kind of a cool thing. I thought I'd set up a set using an unclocked setup and show you the possibilities of like how to work when things are not synced together. What brought this about was there was an artist that I played with for a little while where I remember one day I was setting up a delay on my delay pedals, and he said, "Hey man, like as long as that delay is not synced to the tempo we're playing, I'm cool with it." So basically he wanted a delay that was just not even close to the tempo we were playing, which I thought, I was like, well, that's crazy. But then like I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool idea. So the basic concept I'm trying to get to with all of this is, as long as you have some sort of rhythmic element that you can follow and play along to, it doesn't really matter what is happening with any of the instrumentation. So these things can be doing anything they want, but as long as there's a pulse that I can follow, and in this case, I'm gonna use the OP1 as a drum machine. But if you have a drummer, that's awesome. Just play to the drummer. Doesn't really matter what else is happening, and it can create some pretty amazing like pads and sounds. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set up my own set and play. I'm just gonna start an arpeggio on the matriarch, and I'm gonna have it hold. And then on the grandmother, I'm gonna do another arpeggio. My little trick is that you have to have some sort of percussive or drum element. So what I'm gonna do is on the OP1 over here, I'm gonna sequence just like a quick, like 4 on the floor beat. Now all of a sudden, it doesn't really matter what these instruments are doing, because now we have a pulse to work with. And as long as I play to that, the drum beat, these can do whatever they want. So I'm just gonna mess with that for a little bit. To go somewhere else, I could always like anticipate where I'm gonna go with these arpeggios. So if I want to go to something new, now if I wanted to go back to where I was, I can anticipate the next chord. Let's go back to where we were. Actually, let's take the delay and the reverb out, just to hear how you can do this without having to wash it out too. Let's make it like more percussive too. So now it's not really washed out or anything. Nothing is synced. I'm just following the drums that I have going on over here. But I kind of like it all washed out, so I'm going to set it back up. See, you don't necessarily have to like change the chord right away. Like you can kind of anticipate it and it still feels cool. Now, all of this sort of comes with a little caveat that I sort of know the chord progression I'm going to use and, you know, how to reach up here and hit those chords and arpeggiate them really fast. That's just something I've learned from being a keyboard player. So that's definitely part of what's going on here. You know, the freeing experience of not having to worry about it being completely in sync sometimes opens up new possibilities for me. It's just one approach that I have. Actually, it's a big approach that I have. So if you've been watching a lot of the stuff that I do right here with the Moogs and the Rhodes, I do a lot of it this way. Cool. I'll see you guys next time.